So you don't need to think, oh, I want to tell the machine now that I'm surprised. You are just surprised. And that information can be derived automatically, implicitly, how I call it, from your brain. So let's assume we have this brain here. It's in your head or in somebody else's head. And that brain is perceiving the world. And we can record information from that brain with sensors we can put on the head or into the side of the head. I'm personally ferrorized sensors we can put on the head. And then we can use all our knowledge on machine learning, signal processing, data processing, and extract meaningful, context-sensitive, momentary information from that brain and show that to an AI that perceives the same scenery as I do, and it will learn how I interpret that moment and can copy that then later. So the idea is that the brain of the AI can learn from my brain to understand and interpret the world. That is my big vision. And for that, we can use the technology I introduced in 2008, which I call passive brain-computer interfaces. It uses the same technology as a standard BCI, where you can derive control signals, but it goes for that detecting information that is anyhow occurring while you go through the world. It tracks your mental workload, your emotions, interpretations like, oh, I'm surprised to see that now, or context-related responses, oh, I think that's wrong what I read here in this newspaper, or intentions. And as we are into brain sensing technologies for at least 100 years with the electroencephalography, with the EEG, which records electrical activity of the brain, we know how these signals manifest in the brain. So we can make them visible. We can derive them to the machine. So the machine can instantly see if there's a change in your happiness, a change in your surprise. And that is what a passive BCI is for. We try to establish the technology in our society. And one specific example we're going to work on is neuroadaptive reinforcement learning. And let's go to this example. This person, the man on the left, is an expert. He knows exactly how to deal and how to repair the technical device he has in his hand. And the robot wants to understand how to do that. But the expert is maybe even not capable of telling the fine, minute changes he does compared to others who are not experts. So he can't express that verbally. So he's watching the robot doing that. He is really looking very at the fine, minute movements. And his brain is constantly reinforcing the actions of the robot. So the robot gets all the time, when he does a small change, gets a feedback from the human brain. And this is how the robot can learn to do it as good as a human expert. And this is what we're working on at Zander Labs. Think about you are in a hectic environment, you are on a battleship on the bridge, and you want to get in the difficult situation the information you need to get. You don't want to type anything into your computer. You don't want to use a mouse. You want to have it ready, available. But also in not so dramatic scenarios, even though they're quite valid these days, you want to learn something on your computer. You want to use your computer. And if your computer understands what you want to do, it can prepare everything and give you exactly the information you want to have. Or when you do an operation, you're a doctor, you're in the emergency room, and you need some additional information about the patient, but your hands are really busy with doing the operation. And you don't want to speak, you don't want to distract yourselves. All the information can be displayed to you when the machine understands you better. And with that, we get empathic machines. So it sounds a little bit silly, but the term we're looking at is empathy in machines. An automatic understanding of the machine, who you are and what you want to do. We at Zander Labs produce this technology. We make it available to you. We will be a technology provider. And we hope to see a lot of people, when everybody in our society understands what we can do with that, to come to us and change the world together. Thank you for your attention.